Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Ashley Amethyst, and I'm sorry that this is your first video that you're gonna watch of me because it is not exactly the type of video that anybody really wants to film. So I posted back in May, I think it was my first impressions video, and my mom was on pretty much a trip of a lifetime kind of thing, and we were taking care of her two dogs, Andy and Annie. I'll leave their picture right here. And my mom was coming home, and on that Thursday, was it Thursday? Or was it Tuesday? Maybe it was Wednesday. I can't remember which day it was. My niece calls me, and I get that like really weird moment of dread kind of thing. And she's like, hey, so Nana's purse got stolen in Italy at the Vatican. And I'm like, what? At that point, when my mom had gotten the purse back, she had already canceled all her credit cards, so it wouldn't have been smart for her to travel. Even travel alone. So my niece traveled with her back to the United States. They got in on Thursday night, and Friday morning they came to breakfast with us, and we had a really good breakfast and everything was hunky-dory. My mom was a little off, but I just thought it was just jet lag. And so I told her, I was like, just let Kayleen drive home and just go to the doctor when you get there because you just seem off. And she's like, okay. And I knew she wasn't really going to go to the doctor, but just for her to say okay was enough for me. I'm a helicopter daughter instead of a helicopter parent. Anyways, that was the last time I saw my mom alive. Hardest thing was I had to tell my kid and I didn't want to tell him until like I knew for certain that she was gone. I thought maybe she was in the hospital and that she was hooked up to machines on life support, but I just didn't know anything. I just had to get down. I just had to get down there. I didn't want to have to break his heart and tell him that his best friend, his Nana, the person that I think he loved more than his parents, was gone. And it was just to protect him. I told him that Nana's really sick. We have to get down there. We have to get down there fast because I don't think there's anything that they can do. And I just said she was like really sick and the doctors are worried. And so he knew like something was wrong, but he didn't know exactly what was wrong. So we got down to Stewart from where we live, and I got this text message, and it was just like, meet me at my house because you can't go to your mom's house. Well, like, yeah, the police department had closed up the house that I grew up in, you know? So I was like, okay. And I didn't want to go in there anyways because it was hard. And I just needed to get to my niece. I needed to hold her and tell her that this was not anything she could have prevented. That the perfect person was, God put Kayleen on that path, and it's a hard path that she has to now endure. But it's a path that he knows that she's strong enough to endure. I'm still in shock. And I'm still sad because every single Sunday I would call my mom and we would talk about sermons, and I don't have that person anymore. I don't have her to talk to. And there's certain things that have gone on where I wish that I could call my mom, and I can't because she's not here anymore. I just kind of took over the reins of planning Mom's celebration of life, because we had, between Kayleen and I, we had the most chats with her about it, and I really think she would have loved it. It was really nice, and Pastor Dave talked about Taboo, and that was my mom's favorite game. And my Uncle Steve flew in from the Philippines, and he had a really good eulogy about Mom and how she was strong and stubborn and full of life. And I delivered a eulogy, and I was like, I wasn't ready to write this. I mean, yeah, I'll lose my mom at 40, but I'm 30. I was 30 a month before my 31st birthday, and I'm sitting here going, holy crap, like, I don't have parents. I'm 31 years old, and I feel like I still need guidance, but I don't know who I'm going to get it from. So I'm having a really bad anxiety, and I know that it has to do with grief and being scared. And I won't exactly, I know I said I wasn't going to divulge exactly on how my mom died, but during the autopsy, they found out her heart was 99% occluded, or what's the other word for occluded? Blockage. So her heart, one of the arteries was 99% blocked, and that scared me because my father had coronary artery disease and then congestive heart failure. My grandfather had coronary artery disease and a pacemaker. And now my mom had 99% occluded artery, and I'm looking at this in my perspective and going, I'm overweight, I'm stressed out, I'm having anxiety attack and panic attacks, and I'm not healthy right now. I was really scared, like, I don't want my kid to have to go through what I'm going through. So my mom passed away May 26th. Oh, I lost one tear. And the first big event other than her funeral, like the first year was the hardest, was Father's Day, and I just kind of completely forgot to get my husband any gifts for Father's Day, just because I just forgot. Like, I was stuck in a hole. And then after Father's Day, the first month was the day before my birthday. I hadn't really like cried like a good hard cry since like the day after Mom died. So it just hit me while I was driving home, and I like sobbed in the car, cried so hard, and I got to the point that it was raining outside and I was crying, so I couldn't like see. Sometimes when you cry you can see out the car window, but I couldn't, so I pulled over and I ended up pulling over into an ABC liquor, and I know that was my mom. Just it's been hard without her. There's been a lot of ways that I've been thinking about how I can honor my mom, and how I really can honor her is just going after what I love and what I believe in, and loving life. And the way that I want to love life is I want to be able to help people out there. So I'm probably gonna start a grief series. I'm not completely 100% on it. I just thought of it, so I'm gonna pray about it. I'm grateful for my husband and my church family, because they have been putting in some prayer to get me through this, and I just wanted to tell you guys thank you for all of the things that you've done, for the messages, and for the hugs that I got when I finally went back to church, and for the moments where you just thought of me and prayed for me and prayed for my family. I just want to thank you guys for that. And I'm gonna leave the end of this video with a photo reel of my mom. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.